The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
98.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to Wednesday. It is 5:45. This is the Morning Sickness. My name's John Holmberg. There's Brady Bogan. Nobody. And Big Dick Toledo. That's right. People asking, like, what happened? Where's Brett? Is he out? Is he fired? No, God, no. Brett had a little family thing. We were actually supposed to be off this week, but we've given away so much money. We had another week of money to give away, and we're like, well, we can't take a week off for that. And they hand the cash out. We're actually getting kind of like, where it's just, good, here's another $1,000. We're even kind of cavalier about it. It's no big deal anymore. We've given away over,
I don't think it's stopping.
It's like $100,000 in the last 2 months. We just handed out. So, so we got more of that today. So, yeah, we came back for this week. We don't need another week off right now. Nothing to do. But Brett had this scheduled for a family event he had to go to back in Chicago. Never question an Italian going to a family event. That is for sure. So, so Brett's just fine. Brett is still the fresh air he's been since he arrived in this room. So we'll welcome him back with open arms. I think he's back Friday. I do have to say, Brady, I have to start the day with my apology. I'm so sorry. Such a dumbass. I'm dumb. I shouldn't have never done this. Things I did because I'm dumb. Yesterday, evidently we were pouring Gatorade on each other a little bit early in the Woody sweepstakes. I got yelled at for a little while yesterday. Not Trips out of town, but Susan was mad at me. No, and Susan's great. I'm not mad at Susan, and she had every right to get upset because evidently the listener, and we found out yesterday through text that the show down the hall is no longer going to be here. And I don't even know how that is. Is supposedly not going to be here much longer.
Right.
And we were like, oh, wow, he's done, huh? And then somebody said, yeah, he posted a tweet and whatever, he's out. Like, oh. So we're like, first things we're like, is he really? Yeah, well, that's amazing. We killed again. Celebrating our long, illustrious history, other radio people out of work, which I love every second of. Please, by all means, challenge. And if you beat us, I will tip my cap. But if not, and you won't, you will go to the DES lines and feed your family poorly and probably end up alone in a small studio apartment. Hilarious to me. Great stuff. But, so they're like, well, you got to give us a chance to at least announce it before you start playing games on the air about how he's going. So we're that team that was celebrating with time on the clock. So we get to do it again.
The band came out on the field.
We get to do it again Friday, which is all I thought of. So I was downstairs taking down all the Woody Show posters that are, remember they got excited when they hired them. I think, have something down there. There's money. Their salespeople. So I went down and started to take down all their little flyers and stuff. And I basically got, could you at least wait until it's announced? I'm like, nobody knows. I'm like, well, they do now, thanks to you. I'm like, oh, I assumed since listeners knew that was, I said, I think the dude made the announcement. Like, well, you just got to shut up about it. So, as everybody knows, we've maimed. We haven't killed yet, but
that happens every once in a while.
I don't know that it does. Does it?
Yeah.
I don't recall. All I know is we weren't supposed to celebrate it quite yet. We can celebrate again when it actually occurs, which according to the emailer and the people who heard it was Friday. So I don't know. I'm not supposed to talk about it anymore. There's an email and everything. It was not good. But it was pretty funny. I still find it hilarious. Because what am I supposed to do? Reverse time? It's not my fault, I found out. They don't tell me these things because they know that's exactly what we'll do.
Just assume it's out.
But basically the big meeting was who let the cat out of the bag to John. Because he said, and the email was very funny. The rest of the staff was basically like, all right, since Dickhead talked about it, we got to address the situation. Everybody shut up. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So this is my muzzle. I've been muzzled, Brady.
Shut.
Not allowed to talk about that thing anymore.
Okay.
It's the Woody Show. Neither are you, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about. Woody's getting fired this week.
Here we go.
He knows it. Evidently, he's the one who told everybody. I don't know him. I just find it amusing. Now you're nervous, but I don't care.
The cat's out of the bag.
Well, I mean, that's what what am I supposed to reverse time? I'm not Malcolm McDowell. I don't know which one he was. Was Malcolm in that, or was the other?
I just
McDowell
feel for the headaches you caused. Yeah.
Oh, headaches, medic. What headaches? What? I jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't cause any
I
headaches.
don't know. Yeah. It was innocent.
Completely.
Yeah.
Nobody told me anything. I just know that a listener said, hey, congratulations, you guys killed again, which is our great phrase, courtesy of my friend Bill Osborne at Tony Roma's. Never forget him. Every time he was a bartender who would lay traps for other waiters to walk into, and then they'd get fired. He'd do it on purpose. He would manipulate the room. And again, he looked like Gene Wilder and sounded like Jack Nicholson, and I'd walk in, and he'd be licking his hands. What happened, Bill? I killed again, my friend. What's going on? Rosalie walked directly into my trap. Oh, did he? And we're free of Rosalie as of Monday. It was a cold, rainy night in Mesa. Rosalie saw $7 American laying on a table that did not belong to her, set by me. What did she do? She took it. The bait. So, yes, we killed again comes from the great Bill Osborne, bartender at Tony Roma's, who taught me the ropes of never trusting anyone at work ever because, wow, if you see a couple bucks on a table, don't touch it. It's probably Bill setting a trap. You're going to lose your job, Woody. Anyway, so not allowed to talk about that anymore, Brady. The sales didn't know, and they've got a lot of phone calls to make to clients that weren't spending any money there anyway. Say, sorry about that. He's crazy. He's lost his mind. And then the worst part is they're going to tell him, oh, he's good Phil Friday. I don't know what to do. I know it's not helping, but I still find it hysterical. And you pay me to kill other morning shows. That's basically what you're shuffling papers. You don't want any part of this. You pay us, I'll say, to kill other morning shows. That's what we're paid to do. Are we not?
Yeah.
I very rarely on the ratings day hear, oh, good, KUPD's number one. But it's so sad that these other stations can't be number one, too. They always say, oh, you're killing. And you know what they say? You're killing the Mexicans. You're killing those pop urban things. It gets a little bit dicey. Oh, those Mexican stations. You're killing those Mexican stations. Like, all right. They seem happy for us to kill them. And then when we killed them, all of a sudden they're all Greta Thunberg. You can't have a business and then, I don't understand how they work it over there at that KZP iHeart thing. They got 8 of them. You're asked to beat everybody. And when you do it, you got 7 people in your building going, well, they're beating us now. Well, that's the whole point. We all can't be tied. Anyway, I'm an old school capitalist, I think is why, and I think everybody else should suffer, and I should get everything. Color me crazy. Got a job to do. You want to do it better than everybody else, and you can't care if they're not doing great. I don't. I certainly don't. I'm happy when people lose their jobs in my industry. That's the whole point. I'm still great friends with Chuck Powell and Ian and all them, but I told them right off the bat, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make it impossible for you to come back. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's just, more of an aggressive way to look at it.
It's the way we're taught. That's the way we're paid. If we're in 4th place, we're not getting parties. Every other station in this building, we get a party. We get in 4th place, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, what do we do? They're getting killed. See? Chuck used to say it out loud. The twinks at KZZP are killing you. Because occasionally they'd pop up, start doing some damage. Beth is killing you. It's a reminder that you're being killed, so you better start slaying. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what the other side of it is when you are slaying.
And it's true of all of it. Even when you were downstairs.
You never hear it.
Brady, when you were in sales, wasn't there a point of pride whenever you'd say, I'm going to take lunch, I'm going to do 2 hours because I'm the number one biller this month. I'm killing it. All these other sucks can catch me. Once they do, then they can take 2-hour lunches. I see these salespeople every time. You get them out there, and they'll have a pop for lunch, and they're like, screw it, I'm going to drink the rest of the day. No kidding? Yeah, I'm the number one biller. They take advantage of that, too. I'm killing it. These other people, they don't sit and go, I gotta go over and help. I got to make sure Danny and Jill and all these other people are are up to where I am. I'm going to buoy the rest. Nobody does that. Walmart
No,
doesn't.
you
Walmart
don't
doesn't
talk
look
that
at Target and go, we should give them some of our stores. They're not doing as well as we are. You killed them. It's business. It's business. And our business is good. And killed Woody. That's why. He's done. Not allowed to talk about that. But he's fired. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not Saturday or Sunday.
Well, Saturday and Sunday
Right.
really won't matter.
Again, not today, Wednesday. Not tomorrow. Saturday or Sunday. None of those days he'll be fired.
Okay.
But there is one I missed. You might have known. Friday. That's the day. I don't know if he's fired or if he's quitting. I don't care. We win. Anyway, not allowed to talk about it, Brady. Stop it. That's enough of that. It's Suns Day, if you can believe it. They're back for the matinee game. Got my plans all mapped out. I got to get everything redone. My friend that I got season tickets with now has scheduled his half day. I think Hopkins going to go. I don't know if he can get the whole day off from Doug Hopkins' life of being Doug Hopkins. I'm pretty sure he can take his own day off.
He can do deals during the game.
And he does. That phone of his never stops.
Yeah.
But Doug Hopkins is going to be down there. I don't know if we're going to H&H Ranch. This is what's screwed up now, Brady, is that the day is like going to a Little League game. We can't pre-game too hard. You can't post-game too hard. It's weird. Like a Wednesday night preseason poster. And we could have had some fun if we were like drunk going into and then hit the ranch afterwards. Now the H&H Ranch is just kind of a staging point.
Are you meeting there at least?
Well, no, my friend Mark couldn't rearrange a schedule to get there on time. So he's going to be a little late for the 3 p.m. tip-off, thanks to the WNBA and their nonsense. Although, I don't know if you guys saw did you see the fight? The WNBA fight in the parking lot? The Atlanta Dream was at a food truck in Atlanta with a bunch of other, I don't know, there was a couple of Atlanta Dream players. This was back in May, and it's just a full-on food truck, Atlanta-style melee of giant women beating the tar out of each other. And then this, midget comes in. It's hilarious. And she's in a bodysuit, and she wants to start swinging with one of the big Atlanta Dream players. I would name them by name, but it wouldn't matter. No, I don't know them.
And they're just now releasing the tape?
They're starting to apologize. Sports is in a big apology fest right now. We got a lot of that going on. So, we'll get into that in a little bit, but pretty hilarious when you watch the WNBA. But tonight, the WNBA, the Mercury taking on
their rivals.
That's right. The team against them tonight. And they moved the Suns game from prime time to 3 p.m., and you can watch the Phoenix Suns.
The Mystic Sparks.
That'd be an interesting thing if some of them showed up from any other team. I think it's the Aces again. I don't know who they play. Kelly Turley says, your show is the raid to all of the cockroach startup mornings. Thank God you're saving us from the boring pablum and drivel. Agreed. There'll be less of that starting Friday. Yeah. This one says, next on the kill list, Mustaine and Murata.
Really?
Dave Mustaine is not necessarily trying to take our money. Vince Murata, good friend, like him a lot. Great guy. Love the Bickley. I'd like to see them in a food line soon. They decided to start doing mornings, so.
I thought they were talking about teaming up for a morning team. Mustaine
and Murata, I might listen to that. Then I might be a little
worried.
Got
a better shot.
What do you think about the Suns? Yeah. Vince is the in-house voice of the Suns. And I would like that to be his only job because he's decided to dabble again. Now, we've killed Vince before. He tried with Chuck Powell to be on in the morning and didn't work out. And then now he's doing this with Bickley. It's a sports show. Good. They're both
it's
really
getting
good.
Personal now.
Well, I don't care. Just get him in line. Start asking for bread sandwiches with little yellow tickets.
He's got 6 kids to feed.
I don't know how that happened either. I think he's got grandkids and stuff. Vince. He's younger than me. Anyway, good dude. But again, DES, soup bread, all that stuff.
Wrong time slot.
Someday my dream, Brady, and maybe we can pray to your God for this, since he certainly won't listen to me. Dear Brady's God, next summer when we're doing the homeless, or no, not, what do we call that thing? No, the water drive, the Operation Hydration for thirsty people living on the streets. Please let one hand-to-hand transaction between me and one of the homeless be Vince Murata. That would be nice. You did it again, John. And his kids, and his 6 kids. I tell you not to get in our way. Actually, Brady's God, please let Brady be the one handing the water to that family. just so he knows what he's done. It's the best. It is the best. Anyway, this makes you very uncomfortable.
No,
I can sense it.
Maybe a little.
Why? You know you're in on it, right? You're an accomplice. You're Al Collins.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm part of it. I just don't look at it that way. I choose to
ignore the firings.
Just perform, be number one.
What does that mean?
You're taking people out.
That's exactly right. You have to look at it that way. You can't just ignore the carnage of the war.
Yeah,
You plant a flag.
I guess I'm not, where you're told not to relish in that.
Oh, relish away. Yeah. Pour the Gatorade on us. Why?
Be a good champion.
Best one ever.
It is pretty good.
It's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, it is being a good champion. I still like the
Coming
people.
around a little bit.
Look, on the field of play is all I'm talking about.
Do they want to bury you? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Would they have to hand me water in the summer because I'm living on the streets? See what happened to that guy? Of course they would. It's too bad he's a good guy, but Yeah.
That's what drove people nuts about Tom Brady.
Yeah. He buried everybody.
He's too nice about it.
He's not nice at all. The reputation he's got is the most competitive son of a bitch on the planet.
But off the field, afterwards, his championships,
That's because it was fake. Because he was fake. Everybody knew. Oh, my God, this is like the most... Rodney Harrison said it Sunday. That dude will rip your head off and throw it down the road. He has no regard for you at all. And then he does the press conference to sell his watches and his Buicks and his stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, but that, make no bones about it, he is a stone-cold killer. I just choose not to do the press conference saying that I have the utmost respect for people who try, but I also, when I kill them, I'm going to celebrate. It's a win. Each week's a win, Brady. I need a stone-cold killer on my line. And I know you're in there because you giggle at it. You like
20
it.
years.
You like that you got it adjacent to you. I think he likes being adjacent to the stone-cold killer.
Yeah. I'm not saying it, so it's not bad, but
there's implausible deniability.
Yeah, exactly.
I never said any of that nonsense. I hope your family eats.
You got that glint off of you.
Look at him. That's what you call eating grin.
You remember that commercial with Retson?
Yeah,
That's
certs.
Brady.
Certs.
Anyway, he's crazy. See you at work tomorrow.
That's right. Back to the slaughterhouse. And it's all right. I'll take the slings and arrow, the little emails and the don't do that's and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about it. It's brilliant. You just go swing that stick on the old Biltmore and get your 36 in. I'm proud of you. I'll sit back and giggle at the
What's this?
death.
We killed again?
We killed again. I had to text Toledo. I'm like, how did we find out about that?
I'll pull up the text.
Yeah, he's like, I got a text that said that there was an announcement. I'm like, oh, great. So nobody.
And I replied back, and he goes, yep, because they're out on Friday.
There was one time that Tripp gave me privy information at a dinner we got really drunk at. And then I started to spill that like a few months later. I'm like, why do I know this? Like, I know that this is happening. I don't remember why exactly. And then Tripp called me and he goes, I told you that. And I'm like, when? In confidence. And I'm like, what are we talking about? At your birthday, oh, Jesus, God, we got plastered, though. That doesn't count. You can't tell me secrets and then fill me full of tequila. I know now. And then we did it again. He's a killer, too, by the way. He's got it. He's got the thing. He's got that gene. And all of you guys listening should, too. You look at that guy in the job ahead of you, he can't do it as well as you can. You know that. If you're one of those people that looks at the person at the promotion level ahead of you and says, well, he's just so much better than I'll ever be, then you don't have that thing. If you idiot ahead of you and go, anybody can do this. Yeah. You don't go out of your way to set them up like Bill Osborne used to, but when they go because your performance outweighs it, that's not because you're a bad person. It's the whole point of a job. You don't do it in a crooked manner. You play by the rules.
That's the problem, and there's where people
you're going to
might
get busted
have
on that.
with
You're going to get in trouble with that.
The Bradys.
With the Tom Brady's? Yeah, because a lot of that stuff
Absolutely.
came from sideways wins. And his Stone Cold Killer had some advantages. But yeah, you stay within the boundaries and you do your jobs. That's the better way to win. If you do it without going outside the rules, you're a killer. Anyway, not allowed to talk about it, Brady.
I'll quit talking about it.
Still on today. We're on the sidelines. We're celebrating a little early. You were in on that celebration too, Mr. Post.
Just got to run out the clock, Brady.
Yeah.
Guys, calm her down. There's still time left.
There's no time left. We're up 35.
This one's pretty much over.
The old deep freeze. Shazam! And the old deep freeze. Al McCoy's back for another year as well for Sun stuff. I wonder if he'll be there at 3 o'clock. I'm sure that's a night game to him now. He's 90. I like it. I like when they do day games. Shazam! I get to bed by 7. I bet Kevin Ray will probably do today's game. Actually, Al McCoy's probably there right now, prepping. He just woke up at 3 in the morning. He wandered over to the arena.
He rolls in for the regular season.
I guarantee you, I could bring into Al McCoy's accounts. I know his password. It's Shazam. It's got Shazam. Oh, I have to change Shazam 1. Shazam 1, 2. All right, I've changed it again. The old deep freeze. Al McCoy's accounts would be the easiest ones in this city to break into.
What a burger.
I don't know if he does sponsorships because they can change and that might confuse him. Shazam! For 15 years of his computer, everyone wanted into Al's accounts. Shazam. I guarantee you screw around on B of A for a little while. You crack the code of Al McCoy at suns.com, and then it says password Shazam. Do it. You're in. You see his accounts. Someone broke into my accounts. I have to change my password. Wham, bam, slam.
He said to put the freeze on him.
Put him in the deep freeze. I don't do an Al McCoy, but I'm enjoying this idiot version I have. It's 6:06. Let's get a wake-up song, shall we, for the victorious crew of Brady. I'll do the slaughtering. You do the mopping up. You play a role, my friend. Let's get a great one. 585-9800. That's the number. Let's scream it together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
Big, red, badass.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.